Good morning to one and all. Yuletide season is fast approaching, kaya naman ramdam na natin ang malamig na simoy ng hangin. Gayunpaman, we would like to welcome you to our 11th episode of That at the DOST Scholar, a DOST Scholar's story. Before we start this activity, let us invite the presence of the Almighty.
Idayaw, idayaw minagan mo. Nanaeng ka ng bindisyonan, ili ay kaigurutan. Iyaman, iyaman ken Diyos Ama. Nan entakuna dagupan, dadat ayen dakanan, daidis imnas balbalala, imnas balbala si basem, o imnas ay. Dadamanan layad mi. Sineng ka ng banbantayan, tumunggal sa ay anak mo. Diyos Ama, Diyos Ama'y wadadaya, siyanan en milualu. Pigsalaing nan mawawada, kenda kami ay wadas na, daidis imnas balbalala, imnas balbala si basem, o imnas ay.
This morning, we will be having Karachi grade speakers who will inspire us to pursue SNT careers. In a while, we will get to know them. But before that, let us hear an opening message by our very own Regional Director, Dr. Nancy A. Bantog.
My warmest greetings to the viewers of the DOST Scholar, a DOST Scholar's story in the Cordillera Administrative Region. Development at any phase is often linked with technology, and technology happens when there is advancement in science. In order for development to happen, science and technology must go hand in hand. Recent science and technology statistics show that there is indeed a gap that needs to be met for our competitiveness and development to be at par with other progressive economies. The creation of Republic Act 2067, or the so-called Science Act of 1958, highlights the promotion of scientific and technological research and development, foster intervention, and utilize scientific knowledge as an effective instrument for the promotion of national progress. It also gives priority on strengthening the educational system of the country so that we can provide a steady source of competent scientific and technological human resources. With this, the Department of Science and Technology, Science Education Institute continuously extends its utmost effort to introduce science, technology, engineering, and mathematics to youth through their different scholarship programs, from the undergraduate to graduate scholarship programs. These efforts to escalate the production of highly professional leaders in science and technology is given recognition as the country faces the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. With this, the Science Education Institute continues to uphold its vision to develop the country's human resource capacity to produce demand-driven outputs that meet global standards. In support to the vision, mission, and mandate of DOST-SEI, the Department of Science and Technology Cordillera Administrative Region continuously innovate ways through technology to intensify our promotion of these different scholarship programs. At the DOST Scholar, or a DOST Scholar's Story, is an online platform that showcases how the DOST-SEI scholarship programs change the lives of our graduate scholars. Our guest speakers for today are our very own contract of service employees from the Regional Office of the Department of Science and Technology, KARL. Let us witness how the DOST-SEI scholarship programs change the life of our 8 guest speakers for today. They are Engineer GAMALIEL Roy AQUINO, Engineer Camille KAYABAS, Ms. Maria Fe KIMAYONG, Engineer KARL MARTINEZ, Mr. ALDY ONOS, Mr. John BENEDICT PASCUA, and Engineer GERVAISE SINANO. At this point, I would also want to invite all grade 12 students for the academic year 2021-2022 to apply for the 2022 undergraduate scholarship program that is currently ongoing. The application for the junior level science scholarship program for regular third-year college students is also extended. The application for the 2022 undergraduate scholarship that includes the junior level science scholarship can be accessed online through e-application. The deadline of these scholarship programs is on November 30, 2021. Take this opportunity to become ambassadors of science and technology and become future scientists, innovators, and researchers for the country. May we as well be encouraged to hear the inspirational message of Mr. Peter Jerry Gavina, the Division Chief of the Science and Technology Scholarship Division of DOST Science Education Institute. Thank you so much and keep safe, everyone. God bless us all.
Thank you, Ma'am Nancy. For us to know more about why we are doing this activity, let us hear the rationale from our Senior Science Research Specialist and Scholarship Coordinator, Ma'am Alicia A. Balacua.
The Philippines has 270 research and development personnel per million population, according to UNESCO's 2015 survey of R&D expenditure and human resources. This is below UNESCO's standard of 380 research and development personnel per million population. In the Cordillera Administrative Region, we only have 467 R&D personnel. This is lower than the regional distribution of 13,107 R&D personnel in the country's capital region. Prior to the imposition of travel restrictions and quarantine protocols, the DOST-CAR advocated the agency's scholarship program in order to invite more students and possibly increase the R&D pool of human resources. Among the efforts to promote the scholarship program is the scholarship caravan conducted in all the provinces of the region where GEDAs were prioritized. With the increasing reach of information technology in the country, DOST-CAR has launched on January 29, 2021, the DOST Scholar as part of its continuing information drive to invite the youth to be scholars for the nation. The term DADAT is a Kankanai term that refers to an indigenous knowledge system and practice where the elders in the Cordilleras pass stories through word of mouth and is traditionally done by chanting. Let us know more about the DOST Scholarship Program through our regional scholarship ambassadors for today's episode. Naimbag na aldaw, kinyatayo amin.
Thank you, Ma'am Alice. I'm sure that we have a glimpse of what this activity is all about. May we also hear a message from Sir Peter Jerry P. Gavina, Chief Science Research Specialist of the Department of Science and Technology, Science Education Institute.
Good day to all. I hope you're all well and safe. It is my honor to be with you in this online event. This gathering, as you may know, is meant to prepare you as you embark on the next chapter of your academic life. As students, there are a lot of excitement and at the same time anxiety. For the next steps could be truly intimidating for young people like you. For sure, there are many things that fall to the unknown with regards you. There are many questions that probably chanced upon your minds every time you hear people say STEM or science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Questions like, what STEM course should I take in the future? Am I capable to pursue this field? What jobs will be out there after I finish studying? We don't actually know all the answers to those questions. But one thing we do know, businesses and the industry are already experiencing shortages in STEM workers. The workers who know how to tackle the top problems facing the 21st century, more so in this time of the pandemic. STEM is important because it pervades every part of our lives. Science is everywhere in the world around us. Technology is continuously expanding into every aspect of our lives. Engineering is the basic designs of roads and bridges, but also tackles the challenges of changing global weather and environmentally friendly changes to our home. Mathematics is in every occupation, every activity we do in our lives. And so today, I invite you to maximize your activities like this to get as much as exposure to the emerging society that we have now. This activity gives you an avenue to talk to your peers and brainstorm on the choices you can possibly take. Looking for jobs is always a rational choice, but you can also continue nurturing your capabilities by studying some more. The DOST Science Education Institute has a lot of scholarship programs. We have the DOST, SEI, S&T Undergraduate Scholarship Program, which is open to the current grade 12 student in STEM or non-STEM strand. The Junior Level Science Scholarships, or the JLSS, for the current third-year college students enrolled in any of the priority S&T programs in identified schools or universities, and various graduate scholarship programs for the pursuance of further studies, that is, masteral or doctoral degrees here in the country and even abroad. These programs are made available every year, and you can avail any of these when the time is right. The DOST-SEI scholarship programs were designed as the government's primary response to build a critical mass of S&T human resources that will propel us to a globally competitive state. This country needs a lot of things from a lot of entities, more so from young people like you. We're building more than just a serviceable community of scientists and engineers. We're striving to put up a culture wherein our citizens don't just know the value of science and technology, but are actually taking part in using it to improve their lives. They say that life is all about chances and opportunities. Never leave anything to chance and never let an opportunity get away. Today is just of the many opportunities for you to assess what you will do in the future. I encourage everyone to listen attentively to our esteemed guest speaker as she shares to you her experiences as DOST-SEI Scholar. I hope at the end of this activity, you will be inspired to follow her path and pursue a career in STEM. To our participants, always put in mind that you have abundant potentials within you, and you just have to bring it to fruition. The DOST-SEI commits its continued support by providing scholarships and trainings available for everyone. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay tayong lahat.
Thank you, Sir Peter, for that wonderful message. To introduce our resource speakers for today, let us welcome Engineer Angel L. Magan, Supervising Science Research Specialist of the DOST-CAR.
Greetings, a blessed morning to each of us for this special episode of the DOST Scholar. It is a great privilege to introduce our resource speakers, since we will be featuring the contract of service scholar graduate employees of the DOST-CAR Regional Office. May this be an opportunity for the viewers to know more about the DOST Scholarship Program through the different inspiring stories coming from our resource speakers. Our first resource speaker finished his degree of Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering at St. Louis University in 2019. He is a licensed mechanical engineer and a CSC professional passer. He is currently employed as Project Technical Aid 5 under the Setup 2.0 project, Technical Consultancy Services Unit. Let us happily welcome Engineer GAMALIEL Roy L. AQUINO. Our second resource speaker finished her degree of Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering at St. Louis University in 2017. She is a licensed chemical engineer and a CSC professional passer too. She is currently employed as a Project Assistant 1 under Transforming R&D Outputs into Innovations through Technopreneurship and Customer Validation, or in short, TransD project. Looking forward to having you as our guest, Engineer Kimberly S. Bautista. Our next speaker finished her degree of Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering at St. Louis University in 2018. She is a licensed chemical engineer and chemical technician and a CSC professional passer as well, while currently taking her master's in science and environmental engineering, major in mining, environmental measures and process. She is also working as Project Technical Assistant 1 under the Regional Standards and Testing Laboratory, or RSTL in short, Chemical Laboratory Unit. Virtual applause to Engineer CAMILLE S. KAYABAS. Our fourth resource speaker, graduated her Bachelor of Science in Applied Statistics at the Benguet State University in 2019. She was a cum laude during her undergraduate study and a CSC professional passer. She is currently employed as a Project Technical Aid 5 under the Planning Unit. A warm greeting to Ms. Maria Fe W. KIMAYONG. Moving on, our resource speaker finished his degree of Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering at the Cagayan State University Cari campus in 2018. He is a licensed chemical engineer and chemical technician, and also a CSC professional passer. While currently taking his master's in manufacturing engineering and management, he is working as a project assistant 3 under Setup 2.0 project, Technical Consultancy Services Unit. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Engineer KARL O. Martinez. Our fifth resource speaker graduated his undergraduate degree of Bachelor of Science in Agricultural and Biosystems Engineering at the Benguet State University in 2020. He is currently employed as Project Assistant 2 under Scholarship Unit. Say hello to Mr. ALDY M. ONOS. The next resource speaker finished his degree of Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering at St. Louis University in 2020. He is currently employed as a Project Technical Aid 5 under the Local Grants in Aid, or LGIA. Let us extend our warm welcome to Mr. John BENEDICT E. PASCUA. And finally, our resource speaker finished her degree of Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering at St. Louis University in 2019. She was a magna cum laude during her undergraduate study. She is a licensed chemical engineer and top 9 in the chemical technician licensure exam. She is currently employed as a project technical assistant 1 under the Regional Standards and Testing Laboratory of DOST-CAR. Please join me in welcoming Engineer Gervais G. SINANO. May we invite everyone to know them more and the DOST Scholarship Program through our DOST Scholarship Ambassadors and Ambassadresses for today's episode.
I'm GAMALIEL AQUINO. I work here at DOST-CAR. My scholarship is RA 7687 awarded year 2014. So I work under Technical Services Division for the project of Setup 2.0 project.
Hi, I'm Kimberley as Bautista. I'm a scholar graduate under RA 10612 year awarded 2014. I work under the Technical Service Division as project assistant for TransD project.
Hi, I'm KAYABAS, scholar graduate under RA 7687. I graduated last May 2018 at St. Louis University with a Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering degree. Currently, I am working at the DOST-CAR Regional Standards and Testing Laboratory as a project technical assistant. So, hello po, I'm Maria Fe Kimayong. I'm a scholar graduate of RA 7687 of year 2015. And I graduated po BS in Applied Statistics at Benguet State University in 2019. And currently, I'm working as the Project Technical Aid 5 of the Planning Unit of USD-CAR.
I am KARL Martinez, a scholar graduate under RA 7687 and currently working at DOST-CAR Regional Office under Technical Services Division for the Small Enterprise Technology Upgrading Program.
Hello, I am ALDY ONOS, a DOST-SEI scholar graduate under 2017 RA 10612. I am currently working at the DOST-CAR as a project assistant 2 of the scholarship unit.
My name is John Benedict PASCUA. I am a scholar graduate under RA 10612, awarded the year 2017. I am a project technical aid 5 under Technical Services Division under the Local Grants and Aid Unit of the DOST-CAR Regional Office.
I am Gervais SINANO, a scholar graduate under the RA 7687, and I was awarded a scholarship last 2014. Also, I am a chemical engineering graduate at the St. Louis University. Currently, I am a project technical assistant at the DOST-CAR's Regional Standards and Testing Laboratory.
Good morning sa lahat ng ating manunood. Welcome to the 11th episode of Dad at the DOST Scholar, a DOST Scholar story. We would want to thank our viewers and guest speakers who are here with us today. And before we're going to start our storytelling, baka may gusto po kayong batiin? Ma'am Kim?
Good morning to our viewers, and we're glad to be here, and we hope that you'll learn something from us.
So ito ang ating unang katanungan. Ikwento niyo po sa amin ang inyong naging karanasan sa pag-a-apply sa scholarship na ito. Paano nyo nalaman ang tungkol sa DOST-SEI scholarship at bakit kayo nag-apply? And may we call on Miss Fe to answer our first question?
Okay pa, so good morning po sa ating lahat. So for me naman po, actually dun sa amin, hindi nung time po namin sa high school, hindi pa masyadong kilala po yung DOST-SEI scholarship na option po for graduating students. So nalaman ko lang po yung scholarship noon through a referral po ng kakilala po ng parents ko. So sabi ng parents ko, why not try to apply? Kasi maganda nga po yung mga benefits na binibigay dito sa DOST-SEI scholarship. And while presenting po yung mga other scholarships available for us na graduating students, nag-stand out po talaga yung SEI scholarship sa akin kasi yun nga, aside from the monthly stipend, there are other allowances po na binibigay sa mga applicants. And sa application period, actually, hindi masyadong familiar. Hindi ko na masyadong maalala yung application process. However, dun sa examination period, maalala ko talaga yung kaba that time. And thankfully, nakuha po ako.
Ako naman yung si Ma'am Debbie ata or a staff noon from the STC Apayao, nagbigay siya ng form sa principal namin nung fourth year high school ako. So, parang 5 lang ata kami, yung upper top 5 ng class yung nabigyan ng form. Then parang 2 lang kaming nag-continue doon talaga sa process. Then 2 lang din kaming nag-take nung exam from my school. Tapos yun, medyo tedious yung process, application process kasi madaming mga requirements, madaming mga kailangang i-fill na information, ganyan. I was supposed din to noon, parang hindi ko na sana siya itutuloy. Pero yun nga, na-inspire ako dun sa teacher ko na sabi niya, parang opportunities only knock once, sabi niya. So, parang yun, tinuloy ko. Then, actually dun sa exam din, sobrang hirap ng exam. And hindi ko din talaga ina-expect na papasa ako. Parang yung takers nun is 105 and from Apayao, 5 lang yung nakapasa. So, sobrang thankful din ako. Thankful din ako kasi tinuloy ko yung application and worth it naman.
Sa akin naman is same din kay Boss Ayan. 2 din kami noon sa high school namin na may alam ng scholarship. Although firstly, yung nanay ko yung may alam, so pina-apply niya ako. Tapos ayun, hindi pa kasi masyadong sikat yung scholarship program noon, kaya kakaunti lang talaga kami. So from dun sa batch namin nung high school, sa Benguet National High School, madami kami kaso kaming 2 lang yung may alam. So 2 lang kami nag-take, sa 2 din lang kami nakapasa. So ganun.
So for me naman, I came to know about DOST scholarship nung 4th year high school, and usually they offer it sa mga parang top 10, di ba, sa honor students na gustong mag-pursue ng science and technology. So I applied, and unfortunately, dahil mahirap yung exam, hindi ako pumasa. And then on my 3rd year college, doon ko nalaman through a friend who is a DOST scholar na meron ng scholarship for 3rd year, which is the junior level science scholarship. So I applied again, and fortunately, I passed. So that's how I came to be a DOST scholar.
Ang maganda sa scholarship na ito is we don't just give opportunities sa mga grade 12 students, but we also give opportunities sa mga college students. So as we can see, Ma'am Kimberly is under the junior level science scholarship na ang mga applicants ay regular 2nd year. So pag hindi nakapasa sa undergraduate scholarship, you may try yung sa junior level science scholarship. We give additional pag-asa or yes.
No?
Tama. So, ang mga kurso na in-offer ng DOST-SEI scholarship ay mga kursong related sa science, technology, engineering at mathematics lamang. Sa ating mga panauhin, meron ba kayong naging inspirasyon para kunin ang mga kursong tinapos ninyo ngayon? So Mr. Ayan?
So ayun, actually, hindi sana chemical engineering yung kukunin kong course. I was supposed to take medical technology. Kasi yun talaga yung dream ko noon. Parang yun yung track na gusto kong i-take. Like, I want to become a doctor, ganyan. I want to pursue in the medical field, ganyan. Then, May 2012, na yun nga, yung nabalitaan kong pumasa ako dun sa scholarship, and sad to know na actually noon pa lang pala nung nag-a-apply na, wala na talaga yung medical technology as priority course. Pero yun nga, hindi ko naman na-expect na papasa ako. So yun, nalaman ko yung result, pumasa nga ako. So wala talaga yung course ko doon na kukunin ko sana. So medyo na-lost ako. Pero sabi nung pinsan ko, why not take na lang chemical engineering since pwede din naman siya as pre-med. So parang alongside with the other priority courses, kasi parang si chemical engineering yung nakita ko noon as viable na pre-med. Kasi wala din namang pharma, wala ding nursing doon sa list. So yun, I pursued chemical engineering with the hopes na parang maitutuloy ko yung gusto kong i-take na track. Pero hindi ko naman sineset aside yung dream na yun, and madami pa namang time. Pero yun, focus muna sa engineering. So yun.
So to add, actually my first choice of course is medtech din, same as Ayan. Pero pinag-isipan ko kung gusto ko bang magtuloy sa medicine field, and I said no, hindi, parang it's not my passion. So naghanap na ulit ako ng course na pwede, and as I was browsing sa newspaper, actually nabasa ko yung hiring for chemical engineer. Tapos sabi ko, na-curious ako, uy, ano to? So I searched for chemical engineering, and then parang okay naman siya kasi it is one of the priority courses. And so yun na yung choice ko, chemical engineering na ako.
Yun naman, parang pag nilista kasi ni DOST as priority courses is, tas pag tinake mo yun, parang hindi ka din talaga magre-regret kasi parang alam nila, I mean, dinadirect ka na din nila sa mga opportunities. So just to add with what Ms. Kimberly have mentioned. So yun.
To all our viewers pala for this DADAT, medical technologies was not a priority course during their time, but to inform others who wanted to take or who wants to take this course, included na po yung medical technology or medical laboratory science sa ating mga priority courses. So sa mga gustong mag-doctor dyan or maging part ng frontliners sa medical field, you may try applying for the DOST-SEI scholarship. So nung nakapasa ang ating mga scholar graduates sa DOST SEI scholarship, I know and I do believe na meron silang mga struggles na na-encounter. So can you state some of your struggles nung kayo ay nag-aaral as DOST scholars at paano ninyo ito na-handle? So who would want to answer this question?
Okay, I start na lang po. So for me naman po, not actually a struggle but a challenge. So being a DOST scholar is, I believe, a challenge in itself, but for me in a positive way. So as a scholar, kasi you have to maintain a good standing throughout your college years, and for me naman po, that challenged me to excel in my studies and to complete my studies po in good standing. So I believe other students or other scholars will also challenged po to continue or to excel po in their studies with the with the nakaset po na grade or grade po for nakaset po na grade na kailangan i-maintain po ng mga students.
So I believe meron ding struggles ang ibang nating mga guests. So who would want to inspire our viewers on how they handle their struggles?
Sige, so ako. So nung
nung undergraduate pala isang course ko is mechanical engineering. So, ang greatest challenge sa akin is nung bandang third year college na. So, sa mga ME dyan, sa SLU, alam nyo naman na ang subjects pag third year, doon na tayo medyo hirap na hirap kasi doon na yung mga majors. So, yun yung sa akin, yun ang very first time na bumagsak ako ng subject ko ever since kinder, ever since nursery. So, third year college yung pivotal point sa college life ko is nung bumagsak ako sa thermodynamics. So, nung nabagsak ako, syempre mahirap din kasi lalo na sa SLU, mahirap habulin yung mga units mo, lalo na kapag naghahabol ka, gusto mo talagang graduate in 5 years. So, ayun, mahirap talaga pero yun nga, inisip din natin yung scholarship at kailangan i-maintain yung grade. So, talagang pinaghirapan ko at yun. Nung nabagsak ako yung parang nabuhusan ng malamig na tubig. Kaya kung hindi rin ako nabagsak nung third year, siguro hindi rin ako makagraduate in 5 years. So, malaking tulong din sa akin yung ganun para malaman nyo talaga na is ang effort, kadamihan talaga ng effort manggagaling sa iyo. So, kahit humingi ka na, magandang humingi ng tulong sa ibang kasama mo, pero in the end, ikaw at ikaw lang makakatulong sa sarili mo para makapasa at makapagtapos. So, yun.
So to add to what Mr. Gama said, sa engineering kasi, sa third year up to fifth year, doon na yung subjects mo is more on majors. So I can relate to what he said na yun na talaga yung mahirap na part. And of course, sa scholarship kasi you have to have a maintaining grade. Pero nung time namin, nung third year onwards na kami, parang they said naman na as long as papasa yung grades mo, diba? They were not strict naman na. Pero syempre, pressure pa rin na you have to pass your subject kasi pwedeng, syempre, hindi ka na makakakuha ng allowance for the next sem, like that. And you won't be able to complete your degree. So, yun talaga. May pressure din sa pagiging DOST scholar na you have to have a good standing and good grades.
Yeah, as DOST scholar kasi, yun yung parang pinaka-struggle. Sobrang struggle mag-maintain ng grade. Yung sa first year, second year kasi, we have to maintain 85 and dapat yung grades walang low. Yung GUI is 85 and dapat yung mga grades is walang lower than 85. Then for third year, fourth year, fifth year, yun nga, parang 75 is okay, ganyan. Pero yun yung pinaka-struggle ng isang DOST scholars to maintain yung grades. Kasi nga, yung sabi nga nila parang with great responsibility, with great power comes great responsibility nga. Parang, oo, parang kukuha ka ng allowance, ganyan, may allowance ka monthly, meron kang book allowance, bayad yung tuition mo. Pero, you have to do really good in school. Parang kailangan mo mag-aral, kailangan mong i-double yung efforts mo, ganyan, para mamit mo yung maintaining na grade na yan. Pero yun, nakakaya naman.
And napakalaking challenge talaga yun. So, kaya lalo na kapag nabagsak ka tapos masususpend yung scholarship mo. So parang isang sem ka hindi makakakuha ng allowance. Ang hirap nun kasi uutang-utang ka pa sa ibang tao. Pero yun, pagpatuloy nyo lang na magsulat lang kayo ng letter of appeal at tutulungan naman kayo ng scholarship staff dito sa DOST-CAR. Yun naman yung experience namin noon at siguro after one sem, pag nabawi nyo naman yung good grades nyo, makukuha nyo na kagad yung allowance nyo kagad. So magiging one time, big time millionaire din kayo nun.
Okay, so the DOST-SEI scholar graduates are indeed high-quality graduates kasi ever since their first year level, we make sure na we set the standards high to make them more competitive in the future. So aside from the financial assistance na naibibigay ng Science Education Institute, meron din silang ini-introduce na mga programs, events, Or at this moment, we have webinars to build the characters of our scholars. An example of this is the Patriot Formation Program na tumutulong para mas ma-build yung patriotism or pagmamahal sa bayan ng ating mga scholars. Because we have seen in their agreements that they have their service obligation wherein they need to serve the country. So sa ating mga guest ngayon, is there a specific character na na-mold sa inyo nung kayo ay naging scholar? Or did this patriotism became a dominant character in you when you became a DOST-SEI scholar? Or for example, patience din?
Sige, simulan ko na lang. Sige. So, ang masasabi ko na personal level, ang na-mold sa akin is yung discipline kasi yun nga, medyo isip bata pa tayo nung college, gusto natin laro-laro, ganun, chill-chill lang. Pero yun nga, makikita mong napakalaki nga ng responsibility mo kaya doon ka masasanay na disiplinahin yung sarili mo, na unahin yung mga mas importanteng bagay katulad nung mag-aral talaga kasi hindi katulad nung high school na nakakachamba-chamba ka pa sa mga quizzes. Pag college, pag di ka talaga nag-aral, hindi ka talaga makakapasa. So ayun. So sa being patriotic din naman is na-inspire din kami nung aming team nung during our thesis na gawin yung project namin as much as possible na makatulong sa mga taong bayan. So yung thesis project namin is makatulong sa mga palay farmers. So I think yun yung isang patriotic siguro na part ng scholarship sa amin. Ayun.
To add to what Gamma said, so parang I can say na being a DOST scholar is a very holistic, parang holistic program siya. Hindi lang siya about financial benefits, etc., etc. But I can say na holistic, meaning your emotional, your educational, so lahat na. Kasi alala ko noon, meron pang stress management program, meron ding financial assistance for OJT. So all these sub-programs within the DOST scholarship helped us became professionals today. So it made us competitive, made us patriotic. Of course, we have to be thankful to DOST, to the government for allowing us to be a scholar. So yun. And then also yun lang.
Okay, so to add naman dun sa nasabi nila. So for me naman, yun nga, madami nga pong mga activities na webinars, seminars na pinakandak ang DOST Scholarship in our region. So for me, ang na-build talaga is the confidence and the competence. So yun nga, like one of the program actually is the SOEP or the Summer Orientation and Enrichment Program. Yun yung kinakandak ng DOST Scholarship before for incoming freshman students. So doon talaga nabubuild yung confidence mo to start your first year in college. And doon ko na-meet yung mga maraming amazing na classmates and amazing and inspiring teachers din. And competence din, nabubuild ang competence mo if you are a DOST-SEI scholar kasi you try to excel in your studies and yun nga, you try to build more on your professionally, ganun, para with the help din ng DOST scholarship, may mga webinars nga sila to build you professionally and to prepare you sa outside world or the professional world. Yeah.
Yun nga, ang dami nilang nasabi na parang yung nade-develop talaga. So parang yung gaya sabi ni Kim talaga, holistic yung approach nung scholarship. Kasi yun nga, parang you got to build your competence. Tapos yun din yung network mo kasi si DOST Scholarship na nagkakandak siya ng mga trainings, lalo nung wala pang pandemic. Kasi naalala ko nun, kasi I'm a scholar of, parang I am from KARL pero na-turn over ako sa Region 2 kasi doon ako nag-aral. So parang yun, madaming trainings na kinakandak. So parang every training, syempre may mga mamimit kang mga kapwa mo scholar. So parang mabibuild mo ngayon yung connection, yung network. Isa yun sa importante kasi parang yun, parang kung may kailangan ka dito sa area na, lalo na ngayon mga professionals tayo, nandun pa rin yung connection. So parang kung may kailangan ka sa field na to, parang pwede mo lang silang itap, ganyan, na parang kailangan namin ng ganito, parang pwede ba ako magpatulong sa gantong field, ganyan. So yun yung siguro yung isang kagandaan ng scholarship. Kasi yun, parang yung network, yung linkages na na-establish mo nung undergrad pa kayo. And up until now, nasa-sustain siya kasi parang, I just don't know, parang merong connection between DOST scholars kasi talaga. So, yan.
So we have witnessed na yung scholarship na ito is not a scholarship na nagbibigay ng financial assistance lang, but it is also a kind of scholarship na nagmo-mold din sa kanilang character to become our future nation builders. So paano nabago ng DOST-SEI scholarship ang inyong mga buhay, and what makes you proud about it? Oh, Miss.
Ako na oo siyang
Okay, sure.
Nawawalan ako ng isasagot. So, ayun. Siguro nabago ng DOST scholarship yung life ko. Na parang, yun nga, nung undergrad ka pa lang, parang natutunan mo na kung paano maging isang disiplinado, ganyan, kasi nga kailangan mag-focus sa studies. So, parang, yung study first muna talaga. So parang, yun yung natutunan ko talaga. So, yun. And dinadala mo pa rin siya hanggang ngayon. So, yun, kung ano yung nakaka-proud bilang isang DOST scholar is, siguro yung pangalan niya kasi mismo, I mean, DOST, is a big word talaga. So parang kung kahit saan ka magpunta, kung DOST scholar ka, kilala nila. And yung notion talaga is, if you are a DOST scholar, achiever ka talaga. And I think it's an advantage dun sa part talaga. So ayun.
Dagdagan ko yung sinabi ni Boss Ayan. So, yun nga, nakaka-proud din talaga yung matawagang DOST scholar kasi kahit hindi ka naman ganun katalino, pero pag graduate ka bilang isang scholar, mataas din yung tingin nila sa'yo kahit hindi ka ganun katalino. So, yun, isa rin nakaka-proud is nung graduation. Sa sobrang dami nyong graduate, yung makukuha nyo lang sa stage is yung diploma. Pero as being DOST scholar, may additional ka pang certificate na makukuha. Nakaka-proud din naman yung ganun kasi wow, yung iba may medal, may ganun, mga cum laude, ganun. Tapos, pero ikaw may certificate ka rin DOST, ganun. So, nakaka-proud din. So, ayun.
Okay, so one of the most recognized scholarship din naman yung DOST-SEI scholarship na ito. So we have seen a lot of graduate scholars that they have been sharing their stories, not only in these kinds of platforms, but during their speech in universities, in their elementary levels, or in elementary schools and even high schools. So matagal na ding nag-start yung scholarship na ito, and their vision to accelerate SNT-related courses or graduates is still their vision up until this very moment. So madami sa mga kabataan ang naghahanap ng scholarship para maituloy nila ang kanilang kolehiyo, at madami na rin ang nakakarinig sa DOST-SEI scholarship. And by the way, to our grade 12 students out there, the deadline for the application for the undergraduate scholarship was extended. So sa mga hindi pa nag-a-apply, you may try visiting the website of SEI at sei.dost.gov.ph and become part of our fast-growing science community. The deadline will be up until December 31, so may isang buwan pa tayo para mag-prepare for this application. So bilang isang graduate scholar ng DOST-SEI, anong payo ang inyong maibibigay sa mga applicants ng DOST na walang kumpiyansa sa kanilang sarili na makapasa or mapili sa application for this year?
So I guess I'll start. So my advice for them, to those who want to apply for this scholarship. So I advise na sa mga grade 12 pa lang, you can apply sa undergraduate scholarship. Lalo na ngayon, di ba Miss Grant, there is no examination. They just have to pass the requirements. So I think that is already it is already an advantage for them. So kung my advice is kung unfortunately you will not be selected, then don't lose hope. Try and try. So sa experience ko, hindi ako pumasa dati sa undergraduate scholarship. So I tried again sa second year or third year. So ayun, you can try again. Wala namang mawawala sa inyo if you try. Just knock on doors. Just keep accept all the opportunities, diba? And if unfortunately talaga DOST scholarship is not for you, then there are still very many opportunities. You can also try CHED, for example. Especially to those less privileged na they know that they cannot continue their studies without scholarship talaga. Because I can relate, you know, being from a less privileged family, this is a great opportunity for you to take, for you to further your education and uplift your life in general.
Mag-emphasize ko lang yung sinabi ni Ma'am Kim. So, yun, keep on knocking and the door will open. So, wala naman talagang mawawala sa inyo pag sinubukan nyo. There's nothing to lose but all to gain. So, yun, madami kasi akong kakilala noon na mas matalino pa kaysa sa akin, pero natakot sila sa scholarship kasi pag nabagsak kayo, babayaran mo yung utang mo plus 12% interest. Pero hindi naman agad-agad na pababayarin ka ng DOST. So, huwag kayong matakot sa ganun. Madami pang opportunities naman. So, yun.
Magaganda yung payo nila. So, parang yun nga, you just keep on knocking talaga. And, pero hindi ka lang dapat nagnanak ng parang you have to give your best naman. You have to do it with all your efforts, ganyan, with all your heart. Dapat sobrang focus ka dun sa ginagawa mo. So hindi naman lang basta bibigay sa'yo yung scholarship na yun. Wala naman talagang madaling bagay na nakukuha. So you have to couple it with efforts, with patience, ganyan, with determination. So, ayun.
And to add nga lang po doon, and yung baka yung sa iba kasi baka sabi na nahihirapan sila sa application process, but if you are having hard time po na mag-apply, alam naman po natin na very accommodating naman po ang ating DOST-CAR SEI scholarship staff. And you can also tap naman po the assistance of our provincial counterpart po if you have hard time po na i-process ang inyong mga application papers.
Tsaka Taraki daw yung nasa scholarship unit. Yun si Miss Grant. Taraki daw siya.
Si Miss Grant saka si Manong RD Taraking.
Yes.
Sila lang po yung hanapin nyo sa DOST.
Yes, very approachable.
Salamat po sa inyo. And if I would give advice to our applicants also, I would say it's better to try para wala tayong mga regrets in the future. Keep on trying. It's very nice to try. It's actually the first step. If you know how to step on the first step of the ladder of success, then mas maganda yun than to rather kimkimin mo yung fear because you fear regret or you fear failure, it's better din naman na maka-experience ng failure in life. So ayun, to our grade 12 students, apply now and we are happy to assist you. You may come at the office and we can help you with your application.
Yun yung first step nyo sa ano, no, sa application process.
Yes.
Magpasa, mag-submit. Yun yung first step talaga.
Yes.
Yun din yung advice ko. Pag magpapasa kayo, huwag niyong kalimutang kumpletuhin lahat ng requirements nyo para mabawasan yung problema nyo in the future. So, yun ang laging tatandaan, dapat kompleto yung requirements.
Currently, we are under a state of pandemic because we are experiencing the threats of the COVID-19. And to our graduate scholars, what advice would you give to the youth who are experiencing the difficulties during this time of pandemic? May it be on their personal experiences or in their mode of learning. So, would want to first answer the question? Oh, Miss Kim.
So my advice to the youth who are having hard time due to this pandemic. So I think ang pinaka crucial talaga in this pandemic is your mental health. So kung affected ang mental health mo, you cannot study, you cannot focus, you cannot do other things. So my advice is pag nahihirapan na sila, they can take a break, di ba? And if kung hindi nila kayang i-manage on their own, my advice is for them to seek help, whether professionally or they can seek help from their families, friends, and for them to, recalibrate. Parang kung nawawalan sila ng motivation to go on in life in general, sa studies, sa life, personal matters, I think they need to recalibrate. Parang you go back to your motivation on why you are doing things, on who are your inspiration in studying. So yun, you have to regain your momentum and don't worry if it takes a long time, di ba? You have your own timeline. Walang makakapagsabi niyan sa'yo na, hey, you should graduate within this period. You should have a job after graduation. So, walang makakapagsabi. It's you, di ba? You have the power to take control of your future, of your life.
Maganda yung sinabi ni Ms. Kim na if pagpagod ka, you just have to take rest and regain your momentum. And for me din siguro, since sobrang daming distractions ngayon, sobrang daming mga disturbances given nga na it is pandemic, my advice is to keep focus, siguro, learn time management, kasi kailangan mo talagang, lalo sa school, sobrang hectic, sobrang daming mga requirements, mga ganyan. So you have to learn or to to learn how to handle your time properly. So yun. And for me, maganda din yung sinabi ni Ms. Kim na yung mental health talaga natin, yun yung importante. And gaya ng sabi nga nila, your mental health is as important as your physical health. So you have to take care of that too. So it is okay na na-feel natin na nadadown tayo sometimes to have series of breakdowns, ganyan. Yung sabi nga nila, it's okay not to be okay. But what's not okay is when you stuck yourself in the situation na kasi hindi ako okay, ganyan, na nag-focus ka na lang doon sa side na yun na hindi ka na nag-move on, hindi mo na kino-continue yung life, na parang na-stuck ka na lang doon sa part na yun. Yun yung hindi okay siguro. Na you have to regain your momentum, you have to rest if you must, ganyan. Kung pagod na pagod ka na talaga, mag-rest ka lang and never ever give up siguro. Kasi habang buhay tayo, madaming chances. And totoo, we have our own timeline and it is only ourselves na nakakapag-manage ng buhay talaga natin. However, meron tayong mga lifelines, madami tayong mga friends, madami tayong mga support system, ganyan. May family tayo para para mapagsabihan ng mga problems natin, ganyan. So, yun. Siguro, wag lang tayong nakafocus dun sa negative effect nitong pandemic. We have to maximize yung kanyang na parang, di ba kasi yung mga setup natin, work from home, ganyan, online classes. So, maximize natin yun na. Kasi pwede natin pagsabay-sabayin yung mga bagay na gusto natin gawin. Kasi hindi na natin kailangan, lalo mga estudyante, hindi na kailangan pumasok sa school na yung physically talaga. So, parang pwede pa kayong gumawa ng ibang bagay bukod dun sa klase nyo. And yun, do not be too hard on yourself. So, yun lang.
Okay, so to add dun sa nasabi nila, so maganda nga yung nasabi ko ni Sir Ian and Ma'am Kim. And yun nga, madami din akong mga kakilala na nag-stop sila sa kanilang studies kasi sabi nga, nahihirapan na sila. But that's not a reason naman to stop lahat ng activities ng life mo. And do not be discouraged kung may mga namit ka ng mga downfalls, but instead use this na parang maging stepping stone to strengthen yourself, to build yourself, and wanting more, yung nasabi ni Sir Ian kanina, with the shift po doon sa online, madami na pong mga online na mga webinars, seminars, and other learning po na mga means po to gain learning. So for our viewers po, you may also use your time to expand your knowledge and learn new skills that will help you then po in the future. So, yan lang po.
Siguro yung ma-add ko lang doon is i-emphasize din yung sa overall health nyo kasi once na hinayaan nyo, kunwari masama ng pakiramdam nyo pero pinagpatuloy nyo pa rin, mas matagal na naman yung absent nyo. So, kung may nararamdaman na kayo, maganda na yung magpahinga na kayo kagad para hindi na kayo mas madali pa. Kasi mas mahirap naman mag-absent ng 10 araw, mas madami ka nang hindi matututunan sa klase nyo. So, yun. Ngayong pandemic kasi halos lahat ata kami dito is graduate pre-pandemic kaya hindi namin alam yung situation ng mga students sa ganitong online mode ng learning. Kaya siguro ang mabibigay ko lang na payo is yung classic na payo ever since noon. So kung kaya nyo pa, prelims pa lang ibigay nyo na lahat ng kaya nyo para sure pass na. Alam naman to ng mga estudyante yung sure pass na So kapag na-sure pass nyo naman na pag prelims, hindi na kayo mahihirapan maghabol ng midterms at finals. Ang ginagawa nyo na lang is nag-enjoy na lang kayo mag-aral. At maganda naman sigurong technique yun. Mas ma-enjoy nyo pa yung pag-aaral nyo. So ayun. So yun nga, sa mga sinabi ng mga kasama kong speaker, mental health nyo talaga yung alagaan nyo kasi nakakapagod talaga mag-aral. May nabasa ata ako na mas consuming sa calories ang paggamit ng utak kaysa sa mga physical work. So, nakakagutom talaga yung mag-review at mag-study. Kaya huwag nyo kakalimutan laging kumain. Dami akong kaklase noon na laging ginugutom, nag-acid reflux na kasi nakakalimutan kumain. Kaya, ayun, laging alagaan ng sarili kasi health nyo rin yung makatulong sa inyo sa pag-aaral. Health is wealth.
Yes, and above all, learn to pray. Mostly during those moments na hindi nyo na alam kung sino ang pagsasabihan nyo ng inyong mga problema. And always make sure to find your peace. That's one of the most important thing as well. And for our yes?
Sobrang daming pressures kasi.
Yes. With all the pressures out there, make sure that you allot a time wherein you prioritize yourself. Yung kayo lang, wherein you just find peace para ma-regain nyo yung strength that you need for the coming days. And for our last question, ano ang wish ninyo sa science and technology dito sa Pilipinas at ano ang mensahe ninyo sa DOST?
So ayun, I would like to take this opportunity to thank DOST and DOST-SEI in particular for giving me the scholarship, for granting me the in scholarship, and it really helped me a lot and it benefited me hindi lang financially kundi yun it capacitated me through trainings ganyan through yung mga seminars, and up until now tinutulungan pa rin tayo ni DOST kasi mas madali tayo nakapasok dito sa mismong DOST kasi scholars tayo. So I want to take this opportunity na magpasalamat and continue to change the life of the unfortunate ones kasi yun yung focus ng DOST scholarship the incapable financially but deserving students. So yun, i-continue lang po natin and yun.
Yun nga, so emphasize ko lang yung sinabi ni Boss Ayan na sana nga ipagpatuloy ng DOST yung kanilang pagtulong kasi madami talagang deserving dyan na estudyante. Yun nga lang nahihirapan kasi yun, walang financial capability. So napakalaking tulong talaga ng scholarship, not just on the grantee but also dun sa mga parents niya na naghihirap. So on my part, malaking tulong din yung scholarship kasi kahit papaano nabawasan din ng problema yung mga magulang ko, ganun. So sa mga students dyan, take this opportunity to apply. Napakagandang opportunity po ito. Madami po kayong maiipon at saka sa employment opportunities po, maganda po talagang makita ang DOST sa resume niyo. Ayun.
To add to what they said, so I would also like to thank DOST for giving me the opportunity to become a DOST scholar. And my advice to DOST scholarship is for them to continue promoting this scholarship to the young people, for them to apply kasi it can really change their life educationally and holistically. And also to DOST in general, maybe they can include more opportunities for science and technology so that ma-uplift ang DOST, ang science and technology in the Philippines, and the DOST scholars and soon to be DOST scholars will not go out of the Philippines, go out of the country to find greener pastures. And by doing this, I think they can, in a way, it will promote DOST scholarship to young people na i-pursue ang science and technology courses. Kasi nakikita nila na, maganda ang maging DOST scholar because if you graduate, you will have more opportunities here in the Philippines. So I think parang connected siya. So, yun naman ang masasabi ko.
So for me naman po, yun nga po, thank you very much to DOST-SEI and thank you very much to DOST-CAR. And I just hope na madami pa pong estudyante ang mag-apply sa scholarship na to and matulungan ng scholarship na ito. And I just hope din po na madaming other SUCs or HEIs na makover ng scholarship na to and ma-expand pa yung mga priority courses under the schools na ika-cover po ng schools. And I just want to say po na DOST-SEI scholarship is great and hashtag maging scholar ka.
And thank you so much as well to our graduate scholars and continue to become ambassadors and ambassadresses of science and technology and be an example to our youth to pursue science and technology related courses as well. Ang ating mga guest speakers for today ay ang ating second batch ng DOST-SEI Scholar graduates. So atin nang ituloy ang ating kwentuhan sa araw na ito. Ang ating unang katanungan Pwede nyo bang ikwento sa amin ang naging karanasan ninyo sa pag-a-apply sa DOST Scholarship? Paano nyo nalaman ang tungkol dito? Sino ang unang gustong sumagot? Okay, let's start kay Sir Aldi.
First and foremost, good morning po sa ating lahat, especially po sa mga teachers ko sa BSU. Thank you po sa pag-guide sa amin. At least, marami kaming natutunan sa inyo. Yung karanasan ko sa pag-apply naman is, nalaman ko ang DOST Scholarship through the brochures na binigay ng mga teachers ko teachers namin nung third year kami. And I don't know scholarship ng DOST noong kapanahonan namin. Ang alam ko lang sa DOST noon is yung DOST Pag-asa regarding sa weather station, and talagang no idea ako sa scholarship. And upon looking at the requirements, maraming mga na-disappoint kasi medyo mahirap. Nung panahon namin meron ata yung electric bill na dapat from annual na electric bill from January to December. Or tatlo ata yun. Basta meron yung electric bill na requirement for RA 7687. And yun, trinay ko pa rin. Kaya punta ako dito sa regional office at nagtanong. Sadly, kulang yung requirements ko. But the scholarship staff that time, he urges me to take na lang yung RA 10612 kasi mas magaan yung requirements doon. Kaso lang, yung return of service lang ang talagang naiiba. I mean, kailangan na pagka-graduate, yung teaching na return of service dapat ang gawin. Makikredit lang yung kung nagturo ka ng senior high. Regarding naman sa application is, actually, muntikan na ako hindi ma-qualify kasi I was very late nung examination. 1 hour ata yun na late ako. Tapos closed doors na. Kaya from my disappointment, yun, muntikan na akong umuwi. Pero naalala ko na may friend ako na malapit sa examination site and punta ako doon. And shout out na pala sa kaibigan kong si Mr. Ariel Sison, kung nanonood ka man. I love you. Kasi siya yung nag-encourage sa akin na hintayin na lang yung contact na from the staff, I mean, baka may consideration na mangyayari. And yun nga, meron talagang consideration from the staff or from the DOST rather. Sinabi nila na ma-re-rescue na lang yung sample for afternoon. And yun, very thankful talaga ako sa kaibigan ko. And thankful rin sa mga mababait na staff ng DOST. Yun.
Good morning po sa ating lahat. For me, I've learned about the scholarship when I was in third year high school. So yung isang senior ko noon, I learned na pumasa siya sa scholarship. So tinanong ko na rin, since mag-fourth year ako, nag-ready na rin for college. Tinanong ko yung details, requirements, and then ang naalala ko lang noon is yung ITR, and then card. Tapos sinabit ng teacher ko, actually, Biman yung nag-submit sa PSTCMP. And then, kinontak na lang kami for the exam. Ayun, naman. I think it was around September. Yun. So, yung iba, hindi ko alam kung paano nila nalaman.
Oh, yung iba naman.
Hello po. Ako po pala si Gervais. Sa akin naman, parang in-encourage kaming lahat doon sa high school namin para mag-apply. And yun, thankfully naman, meron akong supportive parents para tulungan ako para i-fulfill lahat ng requirements. And yun, so smooth sailing naman yung pag-apply and hanggang sa exam. Yun lang.
Ako naman po, good morning po sa ating lahat and sa viewers. Nalaman ko po yung scholarship no I was walking around 5th floor po ng Otohan sa SLU. And may nakita po akong infographic poster in front of our dean's office po about the DOST Scholar. I was third year college back then, tapos yung scholarship po was junior level science scholarship. So for third year college students po. Then nung nakita ko po, I took a shot in applying for the scholarship. Then yun po, that was the way kung paano ko po nalaman yung scholarship.
Okay, so curious lang kami, bakit kayo nag-apply for this scholarship? Meron na ba kayong mga idea sa mga financial privileges na nakukuha bilang isang DOST scholar noon? At anong pinagkaiba ng application process na na-experience nyo noon tapos yung application, na online application na ginagawa natin ngayon? O Miss Camille?
I think, oo. Since yun nga, tinanong ko yung senior ko, she explained to me yung benefits. So, syempre, pag sinabing scholarship, di ba? So, financial assistance. Pero yung in-explain niya nga sa akin, aside from the monthly allowance, meron pa yung tuition. I think, in-explain niya rin sa akin yung thesis allowance and book allowance. So, syempre, nainganyo ako and I tried. Actually, nung time na yun, ang alam ko lang na nag-exist na scholarship was CHED. So, I was actually planning to apply sa CHED. Pero, upon hearing the DOST scholarship, I applied for the DOST scholarship. Actually, I tried din naman sa CHED kung sakaling hindi ako pumasa. Kasi during our time, way back 2012 yung exam. So, dati may exam. Ngayon kasi, they will just submit the requirements. So, hindi ko sure kung how different the process is today, kung paano yung application, kung paano yung pagpili compared sa nung panahon namin na you have to pass the exam. So, yun.
For me, aside from yung mga taong nagpa-process talaga, di ba? Yung noon is my examination and ngayon na is through data analytics ata yung qualify ng mga applicants. And I admit, medyo mahirap talaga yung examination noon, lalo na lalo na kung hindi ka prepared talaga. Kaya regarding naman sa benefits, hindi ko talaga kasi na-assess ko na yung sarili ko nung nag-exam ako na parang mababagsak na talaga ako doon. And never expected na lang talaga ako na makapasa. And thank God na lang siguro na binigay yung blessing. And late na nung nalaman ko yung mga benefits nung orientation. I think that 5,000 pa ata per month yung stipends. Pero naabutan na rin namin yung 7,000 after a year. And yung thesis allowance din and ano ba? Graduation allowance. Yun, yung mga benefits na
So after ninyong nakita ang inyong mga pangalan na pumasa sa scholarship ng DOST-SEI, I do believe na na-feel nyo yung saya na magiging scholar kayo, na hindi kayo magiging pabigat or additional pabigat sa inyong mga magulang. And nung natanggap nyo ang scholarship na ito, pwede nyo bang isalaysay sa ating mga manunood ang naging buhay or paano nag-shift ang buhay ninyo from a student na parents ninyo yung nagbibigay ng allowance, tas naging scholar na gobyerno na ang nagbibigay ng allowance sa inyo. So, sino ang unang gustong magkwento na kanilang buhay bilang isang DOST scholar?
Ako na lang po. So, yung DOST scholarship, ang laki po ng tulong for us scholars nung na pumasa kami. So parang nung nalaman ko po na pumasa ako, sobrang saya. And of course, parang naisip ko na this is a form of help po to my parents and of course to myself din. Kasi marami pong like financial benefits. So yung mga book allowance, ganun po, I know it can help dun para makapag-purchase kami ng books na gagamitin namin for academics, ganun po. So yung DOST scholarship back then when I was in college, it was really helpful since marami din pong seminars like nabutan ko po yung patriotic scholar seminar where seminar po siya for us to know na kailangan na for us to know yung render of services namin and how can we be patriot scholars serving the nation through science and technology. So, naging way din po siya para maging holistic yung growth namin as persons, as students, and of course as scholars.
Ikaw naman, Miss Gervais. Did you meet new friends because of the OST scholarship?
Yes, of course. Actually, yan, mga closest friends ko are DOST scholars din. Parang we met through the enrollment kasi parang isang perks ng pagiging scholar, mas maaga kang makakapag-enroll as compared to the regular students. So, yun, nagkakasama kami sa pila sa guidance, pila sa accounting, ganun. At pila din dito sa DOST-CAR sa pag-submit na grades, ganun. And, yun, marami din akong natutunan dun sa mga pa-activity ng DOST-SEI. Tulad nung nasabi ni Sir John Benedict, yung Patriot Scholar, naka-join din kami dun. So, yun, we were inspired then to become a Patriot Filipino people. Yun po.
Curious lang ako, since you're considered scholars or DOST-SEI scholars, meron ba kayong mini-maintain na grade requirement? Or ano?
Hi, oo, nung time namin, I remember it is a requirement nung first year and second year na dapat yung average was 85. So, dapat talaga ginagalingan. And then, pagdating mo ng third year until fifth year for engineering, I think dapat pumasa na lang. Oo, dapat pumasa na lang. So, bawal pa rin syempre magka-failure. So, yun, kailangan mo talagang galingan kasi you have the scholarship to maintain. Pag nawala yun, hindi ko alam kung saan ka pupulutin. So, yun, sobrang laking tulong ng scholarship to motivate you talaga para mag-aaral ng mabuti. Pero, if you fail, okay lang. Basta alam mo ginawa mo yung best mo. So, yun. Yung scholarship talaga isang foundation ng college na dapat galingan mo yan, para matapos mo kasi sayang yung scholarship kung mawawala na lang. Yun. Hindi ko sure ngayon kung same pa rin yung grade requirements. So, nung time namin, ganun.
Yes, actually, same pa din yung grade requirement that they need to maintain at least 85 and above na average. Aside from the grade requirement, kasi yun yung laging sinasabi nila na challenges na nafe-face ng mga scholars, meron ba kayong mga personal unforgettable challenge na na-face bilang isang scholar? Or if not personal, mga friendly challenges or with regards to the environment ninyo, mga challenges na na-face ninyo?
Sige, ako mauna. Ayan, so nung fourth year college ako, meron tong isang subject na I almost failed. So, di ba, yun nga, sabi ko, pag nag-fail ka, baka mawala yung scholarship. So, pag malapit na yung finals noon, kinumpit ko yung grade na kailangan ko and it was, I think, above 90. And it was almost impossible. So, pati mga friends ko, ganun. Finals na nun, syempre, takot akong bumagsak, mawala yung scholarship ko. Yung ibang friends ko, nag-give up na lang, pinabayaan yung subject na yun. Pero syempre ako, because of the fear of losing the scholarship, yun na lang yung prioritize ko, yung subject na yun. So, yun lang inaral ko during finals. Pagdating nung grades namin, asawa ng Diyos, flat akong 73. So, dati, yung flat na 70 sa SLU, 75 yun. So, isa ako sa mga pumasa. Pero, actually, before pa nung grades na yun, tinanggap ko nang babagsak ako. Pero, syempre, tinanggap kong babagsak ako. But then, I knew naman na ginawa ko yung best ko. So, ano, unting regret lang. Meron at merong regret, pero unti lang. So, sa mga nanonood, kung hindi nyo pa naaaninag yung finale, wag muna kayong susuko. Yun, mag-aral lang, go lang, grind lang. Pero kung bumagsak kayo, it's okay to fail, pero it's not totally okay kapag hindi nyo ginawa yung best nyo. Yun.
What about the others?
For me, siguro po yung pressure na you put up to yourself, and of course yung ibang tao na pinipressure ka, just like your instructors. Some instructors know na, of course, parang DOST scholar ka, so you should be the best sa class, ganun. So, yun yung notion ng ibang instructors. Kaya kapag minsan nakita nila yung grades mo na mas mababa kaysa sa ibang tao, they will like mention you, ganon. So, there are some instructors na ganon. So, it was a challenge for me back then nung may naranasan ako ganon. But then, I reminded myself that I shouldn't be the best. Kasi I should just do my best, and I shouldn't pressure myself na maging like best of the best. But still, I should give an effort, the best effort I can para magawa lahat ng responsibilities ko. And of course, as a scholar, ma-maintain yung grades and para ma-maintain din yung scholarship. So, since opportunity din to, I consider this a big opportunity. So, I should make the most out of that opportunity. So, yun po.
Okay, so hopefully yung ating mga manonood, most especially those who are struggling sa kanilang pag-aaral, napakinggan ang sinabi ng ating mga graduate scholars. Indeed, it's okay to fail so long as you know na ginawa mo yung best mo. And doing your best is enough na yun to prove the people na hindi dahil scholar ka, you need to be on top always. So, sabi nila, pag scholar ka daw, naka-attach na yung matalino ka pag naging isang scholar ka. And sabi din nila, yung mga matatalino daw, they don't know how to enjoy life. But I disagree with that. So, pwede nyo bang ikwento sa amin yung mga most memorable moments ninyo bilang isang scholar ng DOST or yung mga masasayang alaala nung kayo naging isang scholar? So, let's start with Miss Gervais.
So, yun nga. As I mentioned earlier, my closest friends are DOST scholars. So, parang at the end of every exam, ganun, parang we treat ourselves, no matter what the result is, parang we treat ourselves, yan, kakain or manonood, ganun. And, yun din naman. Parang during breaks din naman, we tend not to talk about academics muna kasi academics medyo nakaka-pressure na din kasi you have to maintain grades nga, and as nasabi din kanina, there's a label on you na you are a DOST scholar and you should perform well according to them. Ganun lang.
What about the others? Yung mga masasayang alaala nyo bilang isang scholar. Aminin nyo nung tinanggap, pag sinabi sa post or pag may nag-message sa inyo na may stipend niya, masaya na kayo nun. Umamin kayo. Walang mag-agree sa akin.
Parang may GC ko yung mga scholars na may taga-announce ng may stipend na, may taga-check sa ATM, tapos i-announce na sa amin.
Meron pa ba? What about yung mga Patriot Formation programs ninyo? Yung mga may nakikilala kayong mga new friends, new scholars? Meron ba?
Oh, wala kaming Patriot something, pero ang meron kami nung time namin was the parang 2 months na summer schooling before kami pumasok ng college. So, bago pa kami pumasok ng college, magkakakilala na kaming DOST scholars. Ayun, doon nabuo yung bond. And same lang din sa iba, parang kila, ano, syempre may tag-update kung may stipend na, ganyan. Sasabay kayo magsasubmit ng grades, sasabay kayo mag-enroll. Yun, yung benefit din is yung you have the friends na same kayo ng goal. Yun, nabubuo yung friendship. And lahat naman ng friendship may masasayang memory. Syempre, lalo na pag-stipend na pinag-uusapan. Yun lang.
Okay, so ayun, nag-flashback lahat ng mga memories ninyo nung kayo naging scholar. So paano nabago ng DOST-SEI scholarship ang inyong mga buhay? Aside from dun sa tulong na binigay sa inyong mga magulang, meron bang naitulong ito sa paghahanap ng inyong trabaho ngayon? Let's start with Mr. Ben, Mr. Jan.
Yes, I can say na ang laki ng change sa buhay ko and ang laki ng tulong ng DOST scholarship because not just yung financial benefits yung nakuha namin ng by scholar, also pati yung yun nga yung pag-apply sa trabaho, ganun. Most employers will think na parang this applicant is very skillful or marami siyang skills na pwedeng i-offer sa atin. So, there would be times na parang you have that leverage. You have that leverage compared to other applicants, ganun. And not just that, also yung feeling of confidence. Kasi before being a scholar, before passing the qualifying exam for scholarship, parang ako rin, inisip ko na papasa ba ako, ganun. I didn't really expect na papasa ako. So, pero nung pumasa ako, I was really happy, and that time I knew that I had some skills within me na alam ko na I believe in myself, ganun. So it also helped me with my self-confidence, and it helped me to believe in myself more, and yun, to manage yung self-doubts kasi since hindi ko rin sure kung graduate akong scholar or being a scholar graduate back then kasi nahirapan din ako sa academics. But then I finished as a graduate scholar, and that taught me to lessen my self-doubts and just believe in myself, and of course just believe in God. Yun po.
Okay, so I just want also to announce sa mga manonood natin na graduate scholars na nagbibigay din yung office ng recommendation letter. So sa mga nag-a-apply, we can actually give recommendation letter recommending na DOST-SEI graduates kayo. So hopefully makatulong yung program natin na that at para malaman din ng ibang mga graduate scholars na meron din tayong assistance na binibigay after their graduation. So Miss Gervais, baka may gusto ka ding i-share regarding kung paano nabago ng DOST-SEI ang buhay mo?
Aside from the okay, parang medyo same kay Sir Ben eh. Parang ako naman, nagkaroon ako ng confidence na makatapos ng pag-aaral since parang nilift niya yung burden when it comes to money. Yan, parang nagkaroon ng more confidence para makapagtapos ako ng pag-aaral. Tapos, yan, nakatulong din siya sa employment. Parang yung branding mo na DOST Scholar graduate, nakakatulong din siya. Parang, you should not, kapag na-brandan ka na DOST Scholar, you should not take it as a pressure. Parang, you should take it as a reward na magagamit mo sa buong buhay mo siguro. Yun lang.
Tama. So sa mga scholars natin, don't take it as a pressure actually. Rather be proud na naging scholar kayo ng DOST-SEI, na pinag-aral kayo ng gobyerno para sa ating bansa. So ang dami-dami nyo ng experience with regards sa scholarship na binigay ng DOST-SEI. And right now, we are currently conducting yung ongoing scholarship for the undergraduate program and the junior level science scholarship. So bilang isang graduate ng DOST-SEI, anong payo ang inyong maibibigay sa mga DOST scholarship applicants na walang kumpiyansa sa kanilang sarili or wala silang confidence na makakapasa sa scholarship or sa application this year? Sir Aldi, baka may gusto kang i-share sa mga applicants na nag-a-apply dito sa scholarship unit.
First and foremost, additional lang para sa experience. Actually, hindi lang credentials for work yung maibibigay ng DOST scholarship regarding sa non-financial na aspects. Nagbibigay rin siya ng lessons in life. Like, actually, nabagsak ako nung second year ako. And that subject pa is screening pa namin. And thankfully, nag-consider yung school namin at inalaw na i-continue ko yung engineering. But it becomes turning point ata yun. Learning experience talaga. Especially nung na-qualify ako ng scholarship, parang nalagdagan yung sense of responsibility and nagkaroon pa ng urge to learn more para itama yung mga pagkakamali yung nabagsak ako. Kaya yun yung parang masasabi kong very, very important or pinaka-important na naging tulong ng DOST scholarship sa akin, yung lesson in life. And naman sa mga aspiring scholars na walang kumpiyansa sa sarili, o basta wag na lang kayong mag-isip and ma-apply na lang. Wala namang mawawala kung mag-apply kayo. Given na maraming process yung gagawin, pero basta i-try nyo lang. And I assure you na hindi naman masasayang yung mga effort nyo kung hindi man kayo na-qualify. At least you tried na masasabi mo sa sarili. Kasi additional improvement of the character na lang yun. And ano pa ba? Yun lang muna.
What about Miss Camille? Ano ang may advice mo sa ating mga applicants this year na walang kumpiyansa sa kanilang mga sarili na ma-qualify sa scholarship na ito?
Ayan, paano ba? Since ngayon nga yung scholarship is kukumpletuhin nyo lang yung requirements and wala namang exam, so you don't need to take the exam. Kumpletuhin nyo lang yung requirements, make sure to submit on time, and then kung hindi kayo palarin, hindi naman sa nagdadasal natin, kung hindi kayo palarin, meron pa naman tayong JLSS pagdating nyo ng third year. And you can also try for other scholarships naman ngayon pag mag-freshman na kayo kung sakaling hindi kayo palarin. But syempre, yun nga, make sure lang na submit on time, complete your requirements, and syempre, siguro magdasal na rin ng onti. Nakakatulong din naman yun. Yun lang.
Mr. Jan, ikaw naman. Encourage yung mga ating grade 12 students to apply for this scholarship.
Yes, para sa mga students, grade 12 students, I encourage you na mag-apply sa DOST scholarship kasi sobrang laking tulong, not just financially, pero yun nga, yung mga sinabi namin kanina na there are a lot of things for your growth din, holistic growth. Maraming benefits yun for you as a person, as a whole, and as a student. I encourage you na para completuhin yung mga requirements nyo since walang exams ngayon. So, try your best to submit all your requirements, comply to all the requirements needed. And of course, tiwala lang sa sarili nyo. and tiwala lang kay God, of course. And yun, if ever na hindi man makapasa or hindi makwalify sa scholarship, there are always chances. Since meron nga yung sinabi ni Ma'am Camille kanina na junior level, you can still apply for that junior level if ever hindi ka qualify. So we encourage you to apply kasi there are a lot really benefits and yun.
Ikaw naman, Miss Gervais. Would you recommend this scholarship sa mga kakilala mo?
Yes, DOST scholarship is highly recommended, lalo na sa mga deserving students naman, dun sa mga alam nilang may talents and skills sila sa science and mathematics, and kahit hindi man sila highly skilled doon, you should also try kasi parang it's a opportunity knocking at your door kasi you should not lose it kasi opportunities knock only once. Yun lang.
Okay, so may mga kabataan na manunood sa ating programa ngayon, the youth or yung mga college students. And right now we are still experiencing the threat of the COVID-19 pandemic. And there's a lot of changes that happened ever since this pandemic happened last March of 2019. So anong payo ang inyong maibibigay sa mga youth, sa mga kabataan na nag-aaral ngayon? So who would want to share their best advice?
So sa mga students ngayon na ongoing yung online mode of learning nila, since hindi naman namin siya na-experience noon, hindi rin talaga namin alam kung ano yung pinagdadaanan nyo. But then, siguro one of the best advices pa rin talaga which will be applicable sa inyo is stay strong lang. When I say stay strong, I do not mean just physically, So I mean all aspects. Kung kaya nyo namang patatagin lahat ng emotional, physical, social, everything, why not, diba? So yung number one siguro is mental din, kasi alam ko these days nagiging uso yung depression and stress, ganon. So patatagin nyo lang yung loob nyo and make sure to ask for help. Kung nahihirapan kayo sa lessons nyo, mag-ask kayo sa classmates nyo, sa teachers nyo, sa mga kapatid nyo, sa mga magulang nyo. Meron at merong willing hands na tutulong sa inyo. So yun, stay strong and mag-aral ng mabuti. Yun.
Ako naman, advice ko lang sa mga nag-online learning na kabataan ngayon. Since this is nasa bahay kayo, ganun, try to spend time din with your family if ever hindi kayo or na-stress din kayo sa academics. There are always, nandyan lagi yung family nyo or yung friends nyo, chat with them, ganun, video calls, ganun. If ever naman, yun, kausapin yung parents nyo if na-stress kayo. And advice ko lang sa kabataan ngayon, lalo na ngayong pandemic, is to take your time. Since we all know that COVID-19 is still here, but at least nakikita natin yung improvements through yung mga natin. So nakikita natin yung improvements, kaya alam natin hindi forever yung COVID-19. So take your time to don't worry too much about the future. Lalo na ngayong pandemic, maraming kabataan na parang nababahala sa future since yung mode of learning nila is online. So inisip nila kung ano matututunan nila and kung anong skills yung ma-attain nila or makakuha nila sa online and kung magagamit ba nila yun in the future. For me, take your time lang. Since hindi forever yung COVID-19, matatapos din yan. And if ever pwede na mag-face-to-face classes, yun, make the most out of it. Yung mga hindi nyo nagawa before the pandemic, or I mean yung hindi nyo nagawa nung pandemic, gawin nyo na pag face-to-face na. So yun, yun lang yung message ko for the youth today.
May gusto bang humabol?
For me naman, is yung prayer talaga. Most, tulad ng sinabi ng isang verse na good, put God first, especially kung nahihirapan kayo. And I'm sure na ma-enlighten rin kayo ni God to His intervention. Hindi man agaran yung intervention niya, pero I know na through God's time, meron yung interventions niya para i-relieve man yung mga problems, yung especially sa mental health. And don't be afraid to express yourself kung nahihirapan man kayo sa mga parents niyo. Kasi hindi naman sila mga manghula para malaman kung ano talaga yung pinagdadaanan mo. So, be expressive na lang. Through that, magkakaroon kayo ng understanding with your family, loved ones, or friends, and iwasan mo na ang love life kasi pandagdag lang yun ng stress. Pero truth to be told, talagang pag nalagdag yun ng stress. Kung hindi naman bawal siguro, pero as much as possible, concentrate muna sa pag-aaral. Always think of your goals and your parents, especially sa mga mothers. Kasi yung hindi naman nila gustong yung parang maging rich ka or maging successful ka sa buhay agad-agad, pero through the honor na lang na makagraduate ka, yun na lang yung pinaka-best na magiging gift mo para sa kanila. And I think yung talagang isang pwedeng maging goal ng mga estudyante. Stick with your goal and trust God with all your heart or with all your mind.
Okay, and for our last questions, I want all of you to answer. Ano ang wish ninyo sa science and technology dito sa Pilipinas? At ano ang inyong mensahe sa DOST? Let's start with Miss Gervais.
Anong wish ko para sa science and technology dito sa Pilipinas? Well, yung Pilipinas, nag-improve naman siya sa science and technology as being reported by our secretary. Yun nga lang, as observed din kasi parang yung mga R&D projects, ganon, or parang R&D, hanggang papel lang sila, ganon, hanggang publication lang, and they're not turned into something useful. So, wish ko sana mas madami pang taong mag-appreciate ng science and technology para hindi naman sayang yung mga pinaghirapan ng mga naunang scientists. Parang, let's turn them into something beneficial. Kasi ginawa naman nila yon for the future. So, tayong mga nasa present na future nila dati, let's make use of their works. And ano naman ang mensahe ko sa DOST? Yun. Maraming salamat sa DOST for giving us a lot of programs and services to improve the Philippines. So one of which is the scholarship. Malaking tulong talaga siya sa lahat ng mga kabataan ngayon kasi yun, hindi lahat may opportunity para makapag-aral, and ang scholarship na to nakapagbigay ng chance sa lahat para ipagpatuloy ang pag-aaral.
Ano ang wish ko for the science and technology sa Pilipinas? My wish would be for us to be at par with the science and technology of other countries, of developed countries. Kung hindi man at par, lumapit man lang doon. So by that statement alone, yun, kinakover naman niya siguro innovation and everything. And for my message naman sa DOST, I am in behalf of actually everyone, lalo na yung mga scholars, our heart are full of gratefulness for the opportunity na makapag-aral, for the opportunity to strive for excellence, and for every single opportunity, hindi lang sa scholarship, but yun nga, in terms of science and technology, for the research, for the continuous improvement para sa ikaunlad ng ating country. Yun, so keep going lang. Yun. So thank you very much, DOST.
Sinong magvo-volunteer sa inyo, Mr. John and Mr. Aldi? Sino ang gustong mauna? Okay.
So, yung message ko sa Science and Technology in the Philippines, sana mas mabigyan tayo ng priority since through science and technology, we could also attain economic development and development as of the country as a whole. So, yun, maraming projects like yung sinabi ni Ma'am Jervis kanina na R&D projects na paper lang. So, I hope na there will be a lot of youth like na magko-continue and to be interested more in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Kaya din meron yung scholarship na ito para ma-encourage sila na to take up science and technology, engineering and mathematics courses and degrees para din, of course, pagka-graduate nila, they have to serve the Philippines. So through that, kayang maging develop yung Philippines as a whole. So sana maging interested pa yung maraming youth sa science and technology. And yung message ko naman to DOST, I would like to thank DOST-CAR, DOST-SEI, and DOST as a whole for having this kind of program, scholarship program, kasi through the scholarship program maraming natutulungan ang DOST na mga kabataan na nangangarap magka-degree. And of course, ang notion natin is if you have a degree, if you have a college degree, your life or parang mas maraming magandang opportunity that will come your way. So through that, nabibigyan ng DOST ang mga kabataan na to improve their lives, lalo na yung mga Filipinos na alam natin na there are a lot of Filipinos na unprivileged, and yun, DOST gives that kind of privilege to them kasi they're not born with it. So yun, thank you so much. Of course, I also speak kasi I'm also a scholar, a scholar graduate myself. So I am very grateful to DOST, CAR, DOST-SEI, and DOST as a whole. Thank you so much.
Kami naman is, correct ko muna yung sinabi ko kanina baka mabash pa ako. Yung regarding sa mga live life, pwede naman siguro pag mag-teamwork kayo for school-oriented kasi bawas mental stress rin yun pag nagtutulungan kayo. Regarding sa school, naka-indicated na dapat school-oriented para naman parehas kayong mag-improve. And kung parehas kayong scholar, di mas maganda, nagtutulungan pa kayo. Yun. So peace sa mga may mga love life dyan. Regarding naman sa wish ko sa DOST-SEI and sa scholarship, wish ko na yung priority courses na offer ninyo is mag-improve pa o madagdagan pa, like yung in-demand na nursing. Hopefully, madagdag na yun para naman mas marami pang mag-apply sa susunod na application period. And sa DOST naman, wishing na mas mag-improve pa yung promotion ng mga programs natin. Kasi during the barangayanihan, talagang we-observe na yung DOST, whether pag-asa and scholarship lang talaga ang ginawa ko. And they are not aware for the programs and assistance na pwede niyo po ng UST. Kaya wishing na yung mga strategies natin for promotion is mag-improve pa para malaman at mag-avail yung mga less fortunate na kababayan natin and yung mga nagpaplano ng mga businesses or MSMEs and other people na and regarding naman sa masasabi ko sa DOST-SEI and DOST-CAR, thank you very much sa opportunity na binigay niyo sa amin for the not only for the financial aspects but also with the building of character. Kasi hindi kami magiging responsible siguro pag di namin na-try na ma-experience itong scholarship na to kasi marami talagang binigyan na lessons in life with us and to fix ourselves na rin into good. Again, thank you very much and thank you very much.
Okay, ayun. So, napakinggan na natin ang kwento ng ating second batch ng scholars ng DOST-SEI na nagtatrabaho dito sa regional office ng DOST-CAR. Thank you so much sa ating mga kasamahan na DOST-SEI scholar graduates dito sa DOST-CAR. Ngayon naman, gusto namin ibigay virtually ang Certificate of Appreciation sa inyo. Let me share my screen. Republic of the Philippines, Department of Science and Technology, Cordillera Administrative Region awards the Certificate of Appreciation to Engineer Gamaliel Roy L. Aquino, Engineer Kimberly S. Bautista, Engineer KARL Ian O. Martinez, Miss Maria Fe W. Kimayong, to Engineer Camille S. Cayabas, Mr. ALDY M. ONOS, Mr. John BENEDICT E. Pascua, Engineer GERVAISE G. SINANO, in grateful acknowledgement of their invaluable inspiration, dedication to public service, and commitment as DOST Scholar, given this 26th day of November 2021 during the DADAT DOST Scholar, a DOST Scholar story, held at DOST-CAR Regional Office, signed by our Regional Director, Dr. Nancy A. Bantog.
Maraming salamat ulit sa DOST kay Ma'am Grand Jerry at sa ating Regional Director, Ma'am Nancy. Thank you po.
So, thank you for DOST-CAR, and also I want to thank for our viewers for this day po.
So thank you DST and to our Regional Director, Ma'am Nancy Bantog, and to Miss Gran for the invitation. So we hope madami kayong natutunan, and thank you again.
Thank you so much, DOST, especially to DOST-SEI for giving us the opportunity to be a DOST scholar. So we will be forever grateful. So thank you so much.
Again, thank you so much to our graduate scholars who are currently working with DOST-CAR. We hope that our viewers were inspired with your touching stories. To end this activity, let us hear the closing remarks of Dr. Pipita S. Pikpikan, Assistant Regional Director for Technical Services of DOST-CAR.
To all our young resource speakers for today, Engineer Gamaliel Roy Aquino, Engineer Kimberly Bautista, Engineer Camille KAYABAS, Engineer KARL Ian Martinez, Engineer GERVAISE SINANO, Miss Maria Fe Kimayong, Mr. ALDY ONOS, and Mr. John BENEDICT E. Pascua, the DOST-CAR family led by our Regional Director, Dr. Nancy A. Bantog, and the Provincial Science and Technology Directors, the DOST-CAR Scholarship Coordinator, Miss Alice Balacqua, together with her scholarship unit staff who are facilitating this activity, DOST scholars, all the listeners and viewers, a pleasant day to everyone. In behalf of the DOST-CAR, we thank everyone for participating in this series of DADAT, the DOST Scholar. It is indeed a special episode of the DOST Scholar, since we have a set of 8 DOST Scholars graduates who serve as our resource speakers today. We congratulate and deeply appreciate the participation and sharing of these 8 DOST graduate scholars and now our colleagues at DOST-CAR. As young as you are among the successful DOST Scholar graduates. Please continue your successful path and continue to be exemplary models and inspiration to the current and future DOST Scholars. Your experiences, achievements, and courage inspire all the listeners and viewers. For the listeners and viewers, we have heard from these 8 resource speakers about their inspiring stories, how they overcome the challenges as DOST Scholars, and now their success in their respective professions. To the potential scholars, we hope you were encouraged to aspire as DOST Scholar and become one of the future researchers, engineers, or scientists. As future DOST Scholar graduates, you will soon be part and contribute to the increasing science and technology human resource in the region and the country as well. We look forward to more testimonies of challenges and success from other DOST Scholar graduates in the next series of the DOST Scholar. Thank you all and stay safe.
Thank you, ma'am. For our dear viewers, we have some few announcements for you before you leave. Kindly accomplish our evaluation form posted in the comment section. This will help us improve more on this virtual event. Another announcement, the 2022 SMT Undergraduate Scholarships is now extended until December 31, 2021. For our grade 12 students of school year 2021 to 2022, grab this chance to become one of the DOST-SEI scholars. Link of the application is posted below. Reminder also to our ongoing third-year college students enrolled in an SNT priority course, deadline of application for the 2021 Juniors Level Science Scholarship is fast approaching. This will end on November 30, 2021. We are also calling our DOST-SEI graduate scholars to accomplish our tracer form. Link is posted in the comment section. Lastly, we are inviting our DOST-SEI scholars to take part in this ongoing challenge which we started here in DOST-CAR. This challenge is entitled #Tell the Philippines DOST-SEI Scholarship is Great and aims to promote the DOST-SEI scholarship throughout the country and encourage grade 12 students and third-year college students to apply for the ongoing scholarship application. Mechanics of the challenge. Post a video of yourself publicly telling why DOST-SEI scholarship is great and post this on your social media account using the hashtag. Here is one video created by some of our DOST-SEI scholars from SLE. Let us watch until the end. Again, thank you for joining us today.
a quest. The clear path is never the right one.
You don't have time to be timid. You must be bold and daring.
All it takes is faith and trust.
It's up to you how far you'll go. If you don't try, you'll never know. No matter how your heart is screaming, but if you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true.
Our fate lies within us. We only have to be brave enough to see it.
Don't push through what your family and friends had set for you. As long as your heart desires knowledge and wisdom for both science and technology, DOST is the key to all of your difficulty.
Regardless of social status, with the right direction and as long as you are passionate for science, DOST is willing to support you for the betterment of this country, for your future, and ours too.
Just like how Peter Pan always encouraged Wendy to believe, I encourage everyone to do the same. I do not need pixie dust to fly, but with determination and power of the mind, I will defeat all the Captain Hooks in my college life. And DOST makes this possible.
In the land of islands in the time of COVID, the destiny of a great nation lies on the shoulders of a young girl. Her name, DOST Scholar, with a wand of pen and the spells of paper, she is ready to take over the future. In a world of fantasies and princesses waiting for princes to make their dreams come true, be a Cinderella and work hard for your future. DOST Scholarship is not just for the stipend but for the passion to strive and establish the future through science and technology. It sparks the imagination of young and brilliant minds.
It only takes a brave heart to live today as a Patriot Scholar for the nation outside your comfort zone and chase tomorrow to promote science and technology in the country.
Thank you, DOST, for bringing out the magic out of my passion.
Tell the
Philippines
DOST-SEI
Scholarship is great.